Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Howdy, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
Together
therapist.
we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Once again, in our opinion, of course, Bob.
So let's talk about butts.
The buttocks, actually,
Yes.
the gluteus maximus, the muscle that so many people really work. There's so many reasons for it, Bob.
Yeah, it comes in handy quite often.
Right. And now, in the last, few years, they're talking about gluteus.
Minimus?
No, the maximus, where it forgets to work.
Oh, amnesia.
Amnesia. See, I had a little amnesia myself there.
Yeah.
The hip, if you sit a lot, the hip flexors get tight.
Right.
These muscles turn off, and then you start getting hamstring strains, pulls, all those things. And I've been having problems with that in the last couple of years. It's really interfering with my running.
He's been having trouble with hamstring problems, so he's trying to get the glute to really kick in and take some of the stress off with running.
Exactly. Next thing, low back pain. If you got strong glutes, that fascia and those tissues connect up with the low back. And also, people are concerned about the tush.
Looking good.
You gotta look good,
Now, when you get our age,
Yeah,
it
we
becomes less of a concern.
yeah, that's not a real important
We got
thing.
the flat butt.
Anyways, to do this, to get it stronger, there's body weight exercise, but typically you gotta need some resistance.
Right.
It's a large muscle. You want to work it hard. And thing that
we're not using weights.
Right. And that's the thing. If you've got weights at home, a 5 foot long, 45-pound bar or got
Olympic
big
bar.
dump. A lot of people don't have that. You don't have room for it. Maybe you don't want to purchase it. You do not need to. If you have them, great, or you want to go to the gym, great. But the bands, I think, are outstanding options.
Lots of different options you can do.
And that's what we're going to show.
Right.
So shall we continue?
Let's
Should I
start.
just quit talking?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to show you. This is a real basic one. The nice thing about this one is not only works your glute, but it's going to work your balance a little bit. So I'm going to take the tube band. You got to have some place to attach it to something. Put it around a door, or
The bands do come with an anchor that you can put into the door.
Exactly, Bob. It looks just like this.
Right. This is a little more, I'd say, handy.
Yeah, that works pretty good. You just put it in like that, and we've got different levels, and those things work well. They also come with a Velcro strap that I already have on my ankle. Yep. I'm going to put that on there. It works really well. You may need something to balance. So, grab the wall, a chair. I'm going to use a booyah stick. And good posture. So we're not going to do this because that's not going to work that glute. Good posture and keep the knee straight. We're not doing the hamstring. Knee straight, and boy, right now I can feel that glute going to town. And the nice thing about the bands, if you need just a little more resistance, you just back up a little bit, or you change the band. This is a yellow, easier one. You can go to, like the red one or whatever.
Am I wrong, Brad? Also, if you wanted to take the hamstring out even more, you could bend the knee.
Oh, and work it like this. You bet. Yep,
like
exactly.
You're trying to kick somebody behind you.
Yep. So, there's a lot of options. Make sure you
do more balance.
Yep, do both legs. If you do want to work your balance more, simply, work it, and bring your hands up in the air.
Work it.
Yep. There's all kinds. It's all levels for everyone.
Obviously, you're going to do both legs.
Yes.
So the next one is it's kind of like a kettlebell swing. If you ever done a kettlebell swing, you're swinging out like this.
Right.
But you're actually going to use bands to do this.
Yeah.
And I got some heavy band hooked up to the below here. And it's very simple. Just grab both handles and you're going to move forward. And the same thing, you determine the amount of resistance you have by how far away you are from the wall. But basically, I'm going to do a hip lunge, and I'm straightening my hips, and that's actually working the glutes while I'm doing that.
Yep, so it's thrusting his hip forward, thinking about moving forward. And it's just very nice.
If you think this isn't working, you're wrong. I mean, I'll still put it.
Yeah, gently. Yeah. And this is one you probably don't want to do at the gym because it looks funny anyway. So keep it home.
There we go.
Just saying.
That's why the wall anchor works really well because
if you want to get that out, you just simply remove it, get it out of the way. So with all these, we're going to shoot for 10 repetitions. By the 9th and 10th one, you should feel those glutes burning a little
Which one
bit.
do we do next, Brad?
I don't know. I just got to look.
Do you want to do the kneeling one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Sure.
no, actually I don't. I want to do this one.
Okay.
I want to take the small loop band. These are nice.
I don't know. What do you call them? Glute bands?
Yeah, the booty bands or
Booty
whatever.
bands, that's
But you
right.
need a smaller loop band. They have ones that are made out of the latex of the,
Right.
and they work
These
okay.
are really nice because they don't fold over on themselves.
Right. They actually work really nice.
Really
Now,
comfortable.
what we're going to do with that is we're just going to pull out, get some resistance, get it down by your knees, out like this, and we're just going to simply do squats. Now, this is going to work some different fibers of those glutes,
Right. It's
and I
getting
can feel
the
it.
extension, but you're also getting some external rotation.
Yeah, and that's
And
critical.
That's why it's important that you keep your knees apart. You don't let them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
none of this
don't-
stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. No internal
Yeah.
rotation.
And what I like to do is I use a Booyah stick. You can use any stick that's 4 or 5 feet long, broom handle, whatever. Now this forces me into good body posture so you're not doing this. So it's touching my head, my mid back, and my butt right there in the sternum at the belt line. And I'll go down. And what I like to do, I'll go down until I feel the stick actually touch right there. That way I know I'm going the same distance every time. And my glutes are starting to get tired. Whoa, I can't get, there we go. Whew, that one is much harder than
Well
it
done,
looks.
Brad. Well done.
We do have one more.
Okay. Sounds good.
Now this is, I don't know if I invented this one, but
I think you did.
one really
The
good
strange
exercise.
mind of Brad Heineck.
Yeah, it's an unusual thing what happens up there.
Yeah.
My wife talks
It's a
about it
beautiful
sometimes.
mind.
When you do the bridging, here, just move for a second,
Right.
pal. This is a great exercise for the glutes, but it's hard to put weights on here. You got to put a weight on for
Right.
resistance. You got to lay down on the floor, lie down on the floor.
You got to say it right.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, well, there's got to be a better way. So I'm going to take a loop strap. You have to put it over here, go around here like this, and my body's essentially in the same position as I am with
But
the bridging.
you have resistance.
Right. So here my hamstrings are going to be out of it to isolate because my knees are flexed or bent. Going to grab here, and it's the same motion that Bob was doing with the kettlebell swing with the band. Same motion that I was just doing bridging, but we're doing it here.
And you get resistance.
Yep, and you can just move the chair closer or back.
And again, probably not to be done at the gym.
You can, just people talk. I'm going
Yeah.
to put a couple bands on her just, because you usually get 4 or 5 loop bands, and you can double them up. They work well in the anchor.
Chair a little closer, I was
Yep.
going to say.
Yeah, there we go.
Now
You do,
look at that. It's actually tipping the chair over. It's
you
so
do need to
strong.
get your knees up this
Sure.
way, because if you go back here, that will
Yep,
happen.
yep.
Yeah. So,
It demonstrates how much is pulling right now.
oh yeah, and you think about squeezing those buttocks together, and that really works. Now, if I take my heels and I bring them farther out, that changes it too and makes it a little more difficult. Get some different fibers, different glute
It's
fibers.
somewhat functional too. It's almost like real life. You're upright. You're taking
Right.
some weight through the legs.
Exactly.
Not like on the floor where you're.
Yeah, unless you're wrestling or something.
Right.
And you can do it like this, but you need something to hold on to. So the chair gives you that support
Sure.
as well. So make sure you have a nice chair, obviously.
All right, we'll call. Again, do we call it the Heineck maneuver now? I mean, I think you have your name on about 5 things.
No, Bob. My buttocks is fatigued right now. I got to sit.
The Heineck butt remover.
Can we just carry on, Bob? These are good
The Heine.
exercises.
All right. Remember, Brad and I can fix just about anything.
Except for,
Broken heart.
but we're working on that.
It's broken. It's together. That's us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
All right. Be careful.